Hi, this is Nick World of Atlantic Laser Scanning. Today we are going to take a registered project. We are going to grab one piece of equipment out of this project and create its own scan project with nothing but that piece of equipment in it. And then we'll be able to drop that particular piece of equipment into a completely different project. Sort of like dropping a model into a 3D scan project. So first thing we're going to do is just open up one of our scans in QuickView. We will grab something like we've got highlighted here, just this portion of this pipe. As you can see, when we used our polygon selector, we're trying to stay as close to the pipe as we can, because what we're going to now do is right click. And in our scan points, you can see here there's a create a scan option. So we're going to choose that. With an outdoor setting, we've got a lot more points that we used for the scan. We can compress that if we like, 2 to 1, and then we'll say yes and create the scan. As you can see here, we now have a 0.1 version of this scan, and as we open it up, it is only that piece of equipment. Everything else has been erased out of it. We can open that in 3D and take a look at it. And as well, we can see that now we've got just this portion of the pipe, and then we've got some extraneous stuff that we can go ahead and clean up here real quick, and then give ourselves an even cleaner version. We're going to go through and do this quickly with the other scans, so we can take this piece of equipment and see as many sides of it as we've got scans of. Now, because this project doesn't look like it's gone completely around this pipe, doesn't look like we're going to get a perfect 3D rendering of it, but we will get close enough through this so we can give you an idea of how we can go about combining different projects into one full project, sort of taking a existing piece of equipment and using it as a model to drop into your other projects. Now, as you can see with our project tree over here, we have each of our scans with a 0.1 version of it. And again, each of those 0.1 versions is just that pipe that's been separated from the rest of the project. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to create a cluster. And this cluster is, we'll just call it pipe. And we're going to drop all of the 0.1 versions of the scan into here. We'll drag that and put it outside of our main scan folder. Now, as you can see, we have our pipe with as many different views of it as we were able to obtain from the scans that were performed, and it is perfectly free of any other thing in the scan. The reason that we do this at one scan at a time is so we can create these 0.1 versions, and we've got basically a cluster that is its own project. Now we've opened up a completely different project. This project is a building site, and we've got all of the scans for this site in one cluster. What we're going to do is we're going to take the 0.1 versions of our previous project, we created these new scans with just our pipe in them. We're going to grab all of them and we're going to drag and drop them into our new project. We're going to create their own cluster. Drop them in, load them, and now we can open this up in a correspondence view and take a look at where everything is laying. We can see our pipe is obviously not part of the building site, but by simply coming down here, we can drop it right into the building site wherever we'd like. We can move it in closer. We can do some rotations with it. Now when we go in and we take a look at the project in 3D, we can see our pipe right here. As you can see, it's floating in the air, but we can place that pipe really anywhere in this other project that we'd like to. So if you are looking to, say, position a piece of equipment into a tight spot, you don't have a CAD drawing, you don't have a model of it, it is possible to go ahead, scan the existing piece of equipment, create your own model with it. If you'd like, we can even mesh this three-dimensional, make it a little bit easier to see. But as you can see, it can be placed into a completely different setting, and you can do your space testing, anything that you might want to do with it without actually having a model. You can create your own. Thank you and good luck.